All right, let's talk about getting centered and getting grounded. Because in a world where we have the chaos of our mind constantly pulling us into so many distractions, hundreds of thousands of thoughts running through our mind, it's very rare that we get an opportunity to just be still, for there to be peace, for there to be tranquility, and for us to be able to find our center and find that place of nirvana. So there's a lot of things that we could obviously do. We can get out into nature, we can get on a lake, and we could just be with the stillness. You could hear the birds, you could hear the frogs, you could hear literally a butterfly going by. So it's important that we have access to nature and being able to get outside of the normal amount of noise. I used to live in Manhattan. I lived on 14th Street, and it was crazy. You heard ambulances, you would hear fire engines, you would hear cars, you would hear people arguing, and there was just no opportunity to really get centered and grounded and come home to a place of stillness. So it's very important that we give ourselves an opportunity in our daily life to get into a place of nature. Maybe you live in Manhattan, there's Central Park. Wherever you live, there's always parks, there's beaches, there's mountains where you can go for a hike, you can go for a run, you can go for a walk, and get into an environment that allows you to just come home to yourself. Take a moment or two to just be there, be still, be in a place where you can just tune in until your thoughts just disappear. It's kind of like they say that it's the in between the two notes of music is where the space is where the quietness is. It's the same thing. When we give ourselves a chance to be out in an environment like this, we can come home to a place of stillness. Also, there's a lot of things we can do naturally, from meditation to Tai Chi to Qigong and all sorts of different healing arts that will create a moment of stillness and a moment of groundedness and a moment of centeredness. So it's super important that we give ourselves permission to get out of our heads, which is so busy, come into a different place that a lot of people refer to as the soul, where we give ourselves access to a different form of wisdom, a different form of energy, a different form of intelligence, where we can just get to a place where there's nothingness, there's stillness, it's effortless, it's peaceful, it's nirvana. It's David Mailer, your Man on Fire mentor, on my morning walk. See you guys soon.